So I'm gonna make a short live this evening, so it's just to keep the discipline of coming here every evening. I was supposed to come earlier, but you need to understand that I have other things in the real world that I need to manage. So, and for today, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start drawing the hand. Okay, and to draw the hand, I'm gonna use a very thin. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one, which is very thin and small. I prefer for small structures use a very uh, small um, tip, just to add the details that I want to add. Okay, the first part of this drawing will be the index finger, and what I'm drawing here is I'm starting actually with the distal phalange of the index finger. We have three phalanges. We have the proximal. We have then another one that's more intermediate or intermediate, I think. And then we have the distal one. So then starting with the index finger, I think that's easy for me. For me, is the index finger works almost like the second toe of the foot, which is the, let's say, the toe used as a reference for alignment of the foot, for the alignment of the foot. What do you think about this kind of drawing, guys, for anatomy? Do you think that suits well? I personally like this because this kind of style, especially because I like the most classical anatomical drawings, which is not, which is quite rare to find nowadays. So here we have three phalanges, okay? Remember, three phalanges: the distal, the middle, and the proximal phalanx. And then I'm gonna draw now the metacarpal bone. Usually, quite often, no, this bone here is first, is longer than the others, and is also stronger than the others. Thank you for the likes, guys. I can see some likes coming here, but I can't see actually changing anything here. But it's okay. Thank you anyways. So here we have the metacarpal bone. And think about the complexity of the hand. I'm not sure if you, as an anatomist or as a medical student, or maybe another course aligned with the health and science, if you think that the hand is a very complex structure to learn. Maybe if you just draw, if you are an artist, you also feel quite struggle sometimes drawing the hands. But personally, I think that the hand, for me, is one of the easiest structures for me to draw. I use my hand quite often as a model for my sketches, and then I just carry on with my drawings using my hand. Most of the time, position of the hand will be based on my all hand. Thank you. I love. How are you doing? I love. Where are you from? Thank you for the likes. I'm not sure if you were tapping the screen or hitting the like button, but thank you. For some reason, it's not changing here, but it's fine. So usually when I do this kind of streaming, I teach anatomy and I talk about drawing. I try to keep this kind of videos more chill, to be honest, because most of the content on my YouTube is very technical and it is more academic. And I've been trying to make this kind of a interaction more chill, just to have a chat, talk about drawing, talk about anatomy if it's something that you love. Hi, Khalid. Especially if you are doing your medical training. Hey, Rui, how are you doing? Looks like a Brazilian or Portuguese name, Rui. Sounds more like a Portuguese, to be honest, but I might be wrong. Okay, Rui, I know. Are you doing your medical training? Nice, Khalil. Khalid, sorry. Where are you doing your training? In the UK? So this is the middle finger, and what I'm drawing here is the middle, uh, uh, the the metacarpal bone, the proximal, medial, and the distal phalanges. When you work in the cadaver or with the cadaver, you will notice that the middle finger is usually anatomically is different in terms of thickness, size. Canada, cool. I live in the UK actually. What do you think about your training? Are you enjoying? So this is a space where you can learn a little more of anatomy, clinical anatomy, applied to medical training, to be more specific. We can draw as well. We can. The idea here is learn, but learn in a more informal way. I don't want to, because I know how tough can be learn anatomy. Well, I teach anatomy at the university as well, and I teach some medical students on Wednesdays usually. So I know how tough can be learn anatomy. And then when you come home, sometimes you don't want to see anything about the body related with the human body. Some people like me, maybe they like to get back home and then watch videos, draw. The best system or the best of teaching. Well, if I would say that the best of teaching is the opportunity to learn with the students, because I I I'm in this field for I'm quite new at teaching anatomy at the academic at academic an academic at the academic level. But um, I would say that learn with the students is one of the things. And but when it comes to to systems, I and if I have to talk about the the system that I prefer to teach more, I would probably say that is um, the musculoskeletal system, probably because of my background in sports and science and physiotherapy. Also like to talk about the thorax, yeah, thorax and all the structures of the mediastinum. I like a lot the nervous system, to be honest. I used to teach anatomy in Portuguese, but since I got this job after my master's degree here in the UK, I've been teaching in English. So, which is also a challenge for, at least for me. I'm not sure about you, but it's good to learn. It's always good to learn. I think that because of the globalization is also students are much more aware that sometimes form is just a small detail when it comes to the value of the content, the information that you have to pass. I'm actually from Brazil. I'm actually Brazilian, but I live here in the UK for, I've been living here for 10 years. Did you born in Canada? So what I'm gonna do here is draw the proximal phalanx smaller than the middle phalanx. It's not that because it's smaller, it actually is much more because of the position. So which makes that, because the hand, if you see the hand, it has this shape that curves downward from the head of the first metacarpal to the second. Actually, if you count this metacarpal bone here, second metacarpal to the fourth. Here we actually have an arch, guys. We have an arch, which is not quite evident, but we also have arch. that allow us to make this kind of movement with the hand. Like the arch that we have on the feet, we also have arches on the hands. This is a um, more about biomechanics than anatomy, to be honest, because it's more about functional anatomy. Oh, cool. That's cool. Your family might be very proud of you. Tomorrow I will probably start a bit late, uh, the live again. Probably this time, not that late, but I not the time that I'm usually planning to actually do my streamings. But yeah, it will be a bit late, and then I have a few things to do regarding my PhD project. So I need to organize a few documents to present, and then guys, I really appreciate if you can hit the like button. At least it helps to push the live and send to more people, if you can, of course. Or maybe if you can follow me, it's great. It's really helpful. I usually upload short videos every day, so which might be interesting for you if you are looking for some extra resource for your studies. Right now I'm focusing more on the upper limb, but very soon I'm gonna start talking about the respiratory system and also about the nervous system again. I'm gonna really dive deep into the nervous system and probably talk about embryology, because I know that a lot of people are struggle with embryology. Thank you, Banana Duck. Okay, Khalid. Cheers, mate. No worries, Banana. Thank you, anyways. I really appreciate your support, buddy. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I know, but that's something that happens. No, we cannot force anyone to. They will give likes if they think that it's relevant for them. Probably they are just interested in watching the the drawing. So here are the carpal bones. About the carpal bones, I think that I'm gonna leave it to talk to show you tomorrow. Do you like? It's basically fine line and hatching. I use a reference. I will not lie. Sorry, I will not lie. I use a reference, but a lot of structures I have in my memory. I'm quite visual, to be honest. So when I do something and I repeat what I do quite regularly. I usually memorize this, and then gets easy for me to just grab the pen and reproduce the same image that I have in my head on my sketchbook. So yeah, I for this one, of course, I'm using a reference, but this is my old style. Okay, this is usually the way that I draw. But when I do the digital version of my drawings, I try to keep a little more realistic, and because the digital one usually, when I do digital, is much more for extra resource used for the students. So when I do on the computer, I usually use vectors as well, because yeah, because I let me just check. So yeah, and the other thing is, yeah, I mentioned that I do more realistic, and also I use vectors sometimes. And but this is the kind of drawing that I like to do. And if someone asks, I want to buy this drawing, and then I sell. Not this, of course. I do another version, and then I sell. Some people like to save this kind of art. About these bones that forms the carpal bones, compose the carpal bones, I'm gonna talk tomorrow. I'm pretty much now finishing the last few bits. And then I'm gonna move. I'm afraid I cannot do long streamings, especially because I need to do some extra work. But usually these kind of streamings are really good because I can interact with you guys, and this is one of the things that I like more. Interaction. Don't forget to subscribe. Every day you can find videos, short videos here on my channel about clinical anatomy. Just try to search for top specific topics. Right now, the majority of the videos are about upper limb and the nervous system. Just have a look to see if you can find something that's useful for you. If I still didn't upload something in specific that you would like to suggest, please feel free to suggest. And then we have the tip of the first finger, or the thallus. Not thallus, sorry. Yeah, the thallus. The talus? No. The thumb. I pressed too much here. It's not nice actually. Well, basically these are the bones of the hand. We have here the phalanges. We have the carpal bones and the metacarpal bones. Tomorrow I'm gonna dive deeper into some of the features regarding the hand. Probably at around this time. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And if you want some tips of how to draw a hand tomorrow, no, maybe this weekend I'm gonna show you how to draw the hand easily. Okay, so 2 phalanges for the thumb, proximal and distal, 3 phalanges for the 4 other fingers. We have the total of 12 plus 2, 14, plus 5, 19, plus 8, 27, 26. Okay, so yeah, 20, 27. Okay, guys. I catch you soon. So cheers, take care, and see you next time.